Yeah, we got some good games that are on tap, ready to go. Canfield playing at Cheney. Struthers, South Range. Gotta like that. Poland, Hubbard. Good matchup there. And Western Reserve, Lowville, they're in a commercial right now, but we like getting our sponsors on there. Just want to mention, hey, we are brought to you by the WRS Wealth Advisors here on the Audible Call. Hard to believe we're at the halfway point of the season, Anthony.
Mike, check this out. For the first time on the Audible Call, we're able to bring up the Perry Pirates.
There we go. They've been playing some pretty good football.
I think so. Reigning state champions.
A little kick there. Southeast Crestview, we got that game up for you. In all, we've got 23 games up and running here on YSN tonight. We will be floating to all of them this evening for you. So check this one out early on. Got a little pass action, a little play action. Oh,
nice.
That is a house call for 6. And just like that, Crestview on the board as they get things rolling against Southeast. And Crestview's been kind of on a roll the last few weeks.
Yeah, they have. And I think ever since that one game where they found their identity, they've been really playing well.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, as we were saying, lots of good matchups around here. The NE8's got some great games.
We're on Orange right now. They're trying to go 5-0.
You were doing some research earlier.
Trying to get some research.
You told me what, 2018 you remembered was the last time they were 4-0.
4-0.
So I posed the question as soon as I walked in the door about 20 minutes ago.
Right.
When's the last time they were 5-0?
We have to dig. We're going to dig.
So we'll do some digging. We'll get that answer for you. But we are glad you have joined us tonight for the Audible Call here on YSN. There's Columbiana and Lisbon. Beautiful night down there in Clipper territory.
Brand new bleachers at Firestone Stadium this year. The fans are enjoying it. The Clippers trying to get a big win. They need some momentum.
Yeah, they got to get something turning their way. And
look at this. South Range in the red zone. Shocker there. The Raiders keep on trucking.
Well, I'll tell you what. The Raiders.
Want to bring up DJ and see what
let's bring up DJ and see what we got.
Checks with the line. Sees something he doesn't like. Calls it out. He's going to take it himself up the middle against that extremely large defensive line of Struthers.
Yep, Bram's first guy there. 78, got to give him props too. 78, Vince Boyla was second man there. They did a good job bottling Toy up in the backfield there for, looks like, gain of nothing, gain of 0. So 2nd and 10 here.
2nd and 10, ball rests inside the 20-yard line, just outside the 15. 2 receivers for the Raiders on the right side, 1 to the left. Toy brings up his back, left hip pocket. And we're going to get some movement, I believe, from the back official, and that's going to back the Raiders up 5.
Yeah, Coach Bake doesn't seem to be. No, he's okay. He just wants clarification there. Yeah, it's tough going backwards there, especially on 2nd down, 2nd and 15. You want to get half back here. You want to get a 3rd and 7, 3rd and 8 here to kind of have a two-way go offensively. Toy looks a little confused play-wise here.
Waiting for the play, and play clock down to 23 now, so plenty of time for the Raiders as they break the huddle. 2 receivers down to the bottom, 1 to the top. Toy moves his back to his left hip pocket again. Man in motion. Toy takes the snap, looks to the right, finds a man. Combs trying to get to the corner outside and just could not track down inside the 20-yard line. So the Raiders get a little bit of yardage back, still playing behind the sticks here.
Yeah, it looks like Struthers was in man-to-man there, so the guy goes in motion. The defender on Struthers' side runs with it. It was a good play call because, you know, safety has to come from deep to make that tackle. But, you know, Struthers' defensive backs get off of their wide receivers and rally to the football.
2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Back joins Toy on the right side this time. Tristan drops back, looking downfield, firing right side. He has man, and the Raiders have a touchdown in the corner. What a connection. And a 6-0 lead to start it off.
There's Jack I on the handoff, but he's going to be down at the 1-yard line here. So 2nd and goal for the Bombers. 8:50 left to play in the opening quarter. If you're just now joining us, Tyler Hart's here on ysnlive.com as the Wyndham Bombers look to punch the ball in here on second and goal. McCoon under center here with running back Jack I behind him.
And that didn't fool anybody. Ball carrier was Ray Von Handel.
On a 1-yard rush. So it appears Wyndham is going to line up here for a 2-point conversion. McCoon, shotgun formation. I to his right, playing lead blocker for McCoon. McCoon is going to lower his shoulder, and he's going to be no good on the 2-point conversion. So the Wyndham Bombers are going to lead 6-0. Tyler Hart's here on ysnlive.com. We'll be.
Third down for the Spartans. 6 minutes, 46 seconds left to play here in quarter number 1.
Spartans do have a freshman kicker from the soccer team, Salinas. He's pretty good.
Oswaldo Salinas. Smith in motion, give is to him, and not much running room. He'll be down to the 15-yard line. Gets back to penalty yardage, but it'll bring up 4th and 10. And we'll see if we see one of these Spartan kickers out to attempt a field goal.
Looks like it'd be a 32-yard attempt at this point.
And the offense stays on the field.
Avon Fryer, he's got some running room. He'll be taken down after a couple-yard gain on the short pass. And now we have 7 minutes to go here in the first quarter, and it'll be 3rd and doable for the Dragons. Xavier Bradley, the senior running back.
Scrambles out of it, lofts it into the end zone, and he was looking for Anthony Price, but pass is incomplete, and Painesville will take over on downs.
Look to get the first down. A fake. This ball's it's just through the hands of the guy who just entered the game, Xavier Bradley. And we'll have a 4th down and 5 with 6.5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Coming into the game now for the Dragons is Vinny Brohl, the sophomore receiver. He actually had a touchdown also against Lakeside. .6:30 now to go.
Stefansen's kick is up, and it is through. And the Poland Bulldogs take an early lead with 6:10 remaining in the first quarter. It is 7-0. We'll be back.
At Joe Dickey Electric, no job is too big or too small. We do it all. We power the plants that help bring us together, the businesses that help our community thrive, and the home that you've been dreaming of. We'll even install a light bulb for you. With over 65 years of commercial, industrial, residential, and 24/7 emergency services, you can trust the experts at Joe Dickey Electric because we are everything electrical.
Coca's Pizza, your high school football headquarters. Come to our Boardman location and pregame with us. And
that's going to be good. So 7 on the board for the home team, Valley Christian Eagles. No good? Correction, it was no good. It looked pretty
it did look
there.
good. Boy, I thought
Everybody
it was good.
thought it was good. Okay.
Okay. All right, so we'll come right back after we hear from one of our sponsors as Valley Christian takes that 6-0 lead.
You're not waiting to see what the world has.
Back second behind Pastella. They go to him. Bram is off and running. He's got a lot of space, And he is gone. Touchdown, Wildcats. A 77-yard strike by
Bam, bam. Just like that, Struthers answers against South Range. What a touchdown run there. 77 yards. Wow.
We got it live on the Audible Call. DJ and Sam on the call down there at South Range, and that was a heck of a response. The Raiders come out with an opening drive, go right down the field, score a touchdown. Here's Struthers with a chance.
Pending the extra point, they can actually take the lead.
How about that? The Raiders almost never miss those extra points. And trying to see on the video.
It's good.
It's good. Struthers
so
leads.
Struthers with a 7-6 lead. And how about this? Cheney has just scored against Canfield. They've got the early lead there.
That get a good play in East Liverpool as they're hosting a very good East St. Clairsville team. We also can tell you that Valley Christian is up 6-0 on East Palestine. We'll go back to the 4-box and go back to our announcers.
And it looks like they're going to call some kind of illegal motion or maybe a false start. Looked like that was going to be number 1 that was in motion. That's Rome Odom. Looked like he twitched before he officially went in motion there. Going to be 1st and 15. Hackwater fakes. He brings it up the middle, and he doesn't get much, maybe 1 or 2. Going to be a gain of 2. Going to be 2nd and 13 from about the 13-yard line. Beautiful night here for football. 78 degrees at kickoff. Homecoming night here in Poland. Poland senior Dom Jurich winning homecoming king. 2nd and 13 for the Eagles. Ball on their own 13. Hackwelder. The give. That's going to be Berkeley, and he's not going to get much either. Maybe another 2, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and 11 from their own 15-yard line. Poland's defense stingy here early on. Five minutes of play here in the first quarter. Third and 11. Hackwelder back to pass. Looks. He's going to fire it deep. He's got a man downfield. It is caught at about the 50. And that is, looks like number 7. Looks like it's going to be Braden Songer. We talked to the coaches earlier before the game. Thought we'd be hearing his name called a couple times tonight. Nice catch, and he's brought down out of bounds at about the.
Lambert drops back, has heat from Kuboff, fires over the middle, and his receiver just drops it at the 49-yard line. Good-looking throw from Lambert. Hit his receiver where he needed to, and it fell incomplete, and the Tigers will take over 1st and 10.
Yeah, just a small bobble there. Looks like they were trying to find a Tayon Harris. Just couldn't come up with it. He knew that he had Tigers all around him ready to pounce on their prey. I think that maybe just play a little bit of a factor there.
So turnover on downs, and Springfield will take over 1st and 10. And if you're this Camel defense, you really got to clamp down. You're going to want to make the Springfield team.
Bring him down, got him by the shoestring. Miller could have just got through there. He had wide open on here on the left side.
And you got to think if you're Hawking here, you just blitz them.
Yeah.
You just blitz them, and that's what you're going to do, and hope that they can throw the ball.
Try to be disruptive with that D-line. They got to get some penetration.
Here we go. It's J. Anthony Williams. He's going to be given on the outside. Gets around a couple guys. He's back up. He's still moving. Look at the legs chop. And that's going to be a gain of almost 12 yards. And I think it is a gain of 12 yards and a first down Lakeside.
Unbelievable run by J. Anthony.
Ball snapped. He's going to run it up. Once again, it's Rico. He's going to gain quite a few. So Rico Smith, 7-yard gain there on the play. Brookfield still just moving down the field. That's all you got to do. Second down and 3. The ball's on the 10. Rico Smith's going to take this himself again. He's going to push through, and he's going to be brought down this time. He just kind of hit a wall there and just sort of knocked him on his.
I get the numbers there, but it is pistol formation for Canfield. 1 wide receiver each side. 2 to the right now. Going to be back to pass. Fakes the handoff. Going to throw towards the sidelines. Going to be intercepted by the Cheney Cowboys and heading into the end zone once again. And we talked about it before the game even started. There's a flag thrown right around the original line of scrimmage, but Hill,
there's one back.
The one in the back as well. We'll see what the call is here. It was from way downtown. And it should be.
Like Enzo was targeting Landon Sheena on that one, which usually if you see Sheena go in motion, he'll go for it. But
we're going to talk about this here and open up a conference call.
As a
we will see a penalty against Cheney.
As a Cardinal, I'm hoping it comes back, but it doesn't look like it's going to.
Looks like head coach wants to just talk about it real quick just to make sure he understood the call on the field. It's going to be personal foul against, so it is going to be good.
Yeah.
Down is Miller. He's thrown down around the 1, maybe the 2-yard line. It's going to be second and short from the goal-to-go situation, and it's going to be a minute and a half and counting on this first quarter clock. And it looks like the Blue Devils will score before the quarter ends.
Getting behind the sticks in the stack eye.
Handoff. Bram looking, bouncing off of bodies, and the Burgundy wall trying to stop him. Bram just keeps on rolling. Very close to a first down, and we've got whistles. They're just.
And a flag thrown. False start on the offense.
Against the Blue Devils, they'll back them up 5 yards to the 7-yard line. Still second and goal.
That brings up second down and goal. Once again from the 7 now with 53 and counting on the first quarter clock. And we'll see if McDonald wants to go to the air on any of these plays. I think it kind of depends on that second down play.
Fullback moves over. Deep back gets the ball, and a tackle made. And Cole, the ball carrier, and was taken down by Luke Starkey.
That's a great play by Starkey. He's getting double teamed there by 2 huge offensive linemen. And he defeats both blocks and is able to find the football and nice little gator roll tackle there. That was a great play by Starkey. Wearing 55, but standing at the linebacker position.
The double nickel. We talked to him about every Starkey in his family, his brothers, have worn that 28 jersey. But Luke gave it up to be a team player. Where his team needed him was to fill that role of guard. Handoff, right side. Raiders sniff it out and put the stop on.
I saw some of the film last week of Tyler Cole running the football. He runs hard for a freshman. He's listed here at 5'10", 190. That's a big kid for being 14, maybe 15 years old.
Second and 6. Urialchi in the shotgun. Fake handoff, keeps it himself, goes right. He's looking to push it for a first down. Gets pretty close. Doesn't quite make it. Brings up a third and short. There's a late flag there on the play.
Guys, if they do anything other than give it right to Vince Atwood. And they do that, and Atwood will pound into the end zone for a Spartan touchdown. 24 seconds left to go here in quarter number 1, and Boardman is on the board, 6-0. Boy, that was a nice drive. Started out at the 41-yard line, so 59-yard drive, a little bit in the air.
6'5", 4'3", 2, and 1, and that is going to put a bow on quarter number 1. After 1, it's Struthers 7, South Range 6. Do not go anywhere.
That's going to put the ball at the 4-yard line.
Wow. So that just shows how penalties can make a difference.
It really does.
Even early in the ball game.
And that time was a defensive penalty.
Yep.
That came in way after the play.
So let's see if East Palestine can punch one in and tie it up here. Uriachi, quick pass. Zach Chanel. Whoa! But the pass was a little bit short. There was nobody in sight of Zach Chanel. He would have had the touchdown. If I was East Palestine, I would hurry up and do that play right again.
Yeah, they saw there was nobody out there. So they're learning. You can tell that there's a continuous course correction as they go.
Sure.
And they're finding some outside passing can work and some inside running can work.
Little pitch play. Zajac looking for a room, and he's thrown down at the 1. Instead of punching that one in, Zajac couldn't quite get there.
No, he's going to do it, and they stop him short of the line of scrimmage. So a great stop on the defense there.
4 guys.
Yeah.
So that backed them up.
So a couple great stops there for the defense. That brings up a 3rd and goal.
Yep.
Under center's Puckett. In motion, hands off to Zajac up the middle, and he's going to score. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
But he's going to go right with the ball. He's going to be stopped right away.
It's Jeff Lampkin again on the tackle. And he has played great defensively.
So this defense is definitely picking up that Uriachi is going to use that quarterback keeper a lot.
That's quarter. There it is. That's the quarter. It's still 6-0, but the Bulldogs have one more chance to punch it in when we come back.
2 tight ends. Motion man again. This time the handoff and stopped immediately. Coon blows up the play.
Troy, touchdown in the backfield by Owen Coon. That'll bring up a 3rd down, Pirate fans.
And like I said just a play ago, kind of stuff up. Those running backs are tough. They'll have motion. A lot of option. Barbo. It was a great read by Owen Coon. Stuffed up the middle well. A hard hit. So it'll be 3rd and a good bit for the Eagles. Motion man this time. Barbo into the play action, rolling right. He's going to get stopped by Taylor. Chased down in the backfield. It's a huge loss.
But a 3-score lead would be huge for the Quakers early. Under center, Monroy turns, fakes the give to Canna, running left. 15-10, he's got the edge at the 5. Knocked out of bounds at the 2-yard line, but a 1st down pickup, the play fake.
36-yard line where they will most likely have to punt.
Speedy on the edge. They get to Barbo quickly. The O-line, no chance to stop him. And Taylor just wraps up Barbo and drags him further.
Clock now running. 2-second difference between the play clock and the game clock, so Salem is going to have to run a play. Monroy takes a snap, running left, looking for some blockers towards the goal line. Touchdown, Salem.
That was a great defensive play. Great offensive play to get it out to RJ. He got a couple yards, and then he was met at the 5-yard line.
Their own 3-yard line.
3 good defensive stands here.
So those Eagles are.
Oh, he snapped over the punter's head. He's all the way near the end zone. He'll kick it out. A huge mistake for the Eagles.
Snap goes over the punter's head, who very wisely kicks it out the back of the end zone, and the Pirates will collect 2 points on the 50.
Get the safety for free. No work needed for them.
And the Eagles will kick off from the 50.
And the Pirates will now get the ball with the lead.
Right now looking to the outside, looking for Damon Stansberry, but if the pass falls incomplete.
Was a 2nd and 7, going to turn it into a 2nd and 17 here. Just underway here in the second quarter. Poland 7, Hubbard 0. Poland's only score coming off of a Vito Kamara touchdown pass to Joey Verone for 10 yards halfway through the first. And now they flip the fields, and we are just underway here in the second quarter. 2nd and 17 for the Bulldogs. Ball on their own 39. Kamara in the gun. He's got Jones beside him. He's going to throw it to Jones for a screen. He overthrows him. And it looked like Hubbard got some pressure on him. Let's see who that was. Looks like 42. Elijah Cochran.
Pistol formation for Enzo. He gets a snap. Almost unable to handle it. He does hand it off to Albrecht, and Albrecht moving into the 18-yard line. And it'll be a 3rd down for the Cardinals.
Eventually dragged down.
Kamara in the gun. He's got Jones to his left side. Kamara rolls out. He's going to look. He's going to fire, and it is picked off, but are they going to call it a catch? Yes, they will.
Discussions. They have to run a play. They don't have enough time to let the quarter end. Moody's going to take it himself. He finds some room. He's up past the 15, into the 10, to the 5, and he's going to be tackled. It looks like it was just shy of the end zone. No, they're going to give him the touchdown. Liberty gets themselves on the board. Moody with a 19-yard run.
Welcome back to the Audible Call. I'm Mike Ackelson along with Anthony Hartwig. As you just saw on our screen, Brookfield punching in another touchdown. Oh boy, the Warriors looking pretty good in this one, Anthony.
They are, and we're also on well, we were on Cheney. They just went to a commercial. We'll go to this 4-box. Struthers still playing well at South Range as we see a deep heave down the sidelines. Can't tell if that made it or not.
No,
and
I
that
don't
4-box,
think so.
I think it's incomplete.
Got a good game in Orange. Jefferson was up 8-7.
Now, we've kept digging, Mike. We could not find a 5-0 start for Orange. So, as far as we know, that would be the best start in school history. Now, we are not Orange historians, so if there is a deep log of Orange history out there that we don't know about, maybe they went 5-0 in the 80s or something like that, be sure to let us know. But as far as we can find, which is all the way back until, we found 2002, I think. So we can say with confidence that Orange hasn't been 5-0 since at least 2002.
Yeah, absolutely. And I love the 4-box, and all of a sudden, hey, up in the South Range game, I think they just came away with a big turnover down by the goal line.
Let's pull that up. Let's pull up the South Range game on 2. Here we go. Let's see.
Or that's a touchdown for South Range.
What happened there?
We're going to rewind.
Let's rewind it. We'll rewind
Let's
it live.
rewind on the Audible Call. We
already
here.
said it. Let's do it live.
Omaha, Eric. Omaha.
we'll put up. We'll get that rewound and go back to it.
Springfield Camel, pretty good game. Second quarter now. That is a 7-0 lead for the Tigers.
Okay, here we go.
And
let's see what happened in South Range.
You also need to Omaha to game 21, Eric. You got a great big play. We can rewind to that one. This game is a little surprising to me.
Blocked!
Touchdown.
And it's a touchdown!
Special teams, 33% of the game, as Jim Tressel would
The
say.
Raiders, special teams, strikes again! A blocked
with the
punt!
Block to regain the lead. I'm going to guess they're going for 2.
Let's see what happens. As we go into...
This is a tight game. West Branch Howland still only 7-0 in the second quarter, and a big play here. West Branch, the Warriors, they know how to spread the ball around and also get your defense running on loose ends. And just like that, from deep in their zone into the red zone. And how about the Raiders? Not going to chase points early. Go for 1 here.
Well, they already got the 6 the first time. I think they want to regroup there.
Yeah.
Get to 13. Let's
you
see
get
if
to
he
6,
makes
you're
it.
still up. You need a touchdown if you're Struthers. So that time it's good. So you're up to a 6-point lead now for South Range. And that big play out of the West Branch game is coming back. There was dirty laundry on the field.
That kind of thing can really hurt you. You know, Holland is a team that if they keep it close, they can really play a tough physical football, wear you down in the second half.
And the Orange defense, as we got them up for you again, we've dug. We've dug some more. And truthfully, if anybody's out there and they want to message us here, we'll take that message. We would love to know the last time that Orange opened the season 5-0.
We can confidently say hasn't been done since 2002. We got that far back. Back in 2017, they were 6-1 to start the season, which was even better than 2018 when they went 4-0. But they lost the third game of the year that year, so it wasn't a 5-0 start.
Right. So we definitely will take anything on that. But love this. Week 5, we've got some interesting battles going on. Lowville, great game there. Southeast, down 10 to Crestview right now in the second quarter.
This is in Ravenna, too.
Yeah.
So it'd be a big road victory for Crestview. That's a long trip from Columbiana County all the way up to Ravenna. It's got to be at least an hour drive.
Yeah. And speaking of other good games, down in Salineville, it is 8-7 Southern Local over United in the second quarter.
That's a shocker right now. We'll have to keep an eye on that because I think a lot of people had United by a lot in that game.
Yeah, and I'm sure when you guys were picking them on the Power Hour today, it was probably pretty much United across the board, I'm thinking.
Thinking so, and here it is. We'll bring it up for you a little bit. Larry Scragg, I believe, on the call for this one.
And now I just flipped. I like to bring my iPad and I flip through games, and I yell them out to Eric. All of a sudden, that South Range defense has stiffened a little bit.
Yeah, I think they got punched in the mouth, and now you get to see how they reacted to the punch.
Yeah. So we'll see. That is a good ball game. We're definitely going to keep an eye on that. East Liverpool, St. Clairsville, another good one. 7-7 first quarter.
I see Eric rewinding something, so I think we might have a big play in store.
Always. Hey, we've got you covered here on the Audible Call, brought to you by the WRS Wealth Advisors. And I was talking to DJ last week, guys, and this was pretty good. You know what he said to me? He goes, I love the fact that you guys are playing the bands at halftime. We're looking for a sponsor for that.
Let's go.
Let's get a sponsor.
Maybe the Guitar Center. Perfect.
It just chimes right? Get that? Little play there.
Someone should go to let's go to the Guitar Center. They'll have an Audible Call field trip and be like, hey, we play bands at halftime. You guys sell musical instruments. It's just a perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect play.
And how about Salem? 17-0.
Going on the road, and their offense traveled with them. Remember how much their offense struggled
in
the first couple weeks of the season.
I don't think Beaver Local thought they were going to struggle this far into the season.
Now, we've been keeping an eye also on Valley Christian, East Palestine. Valley scored first. East Palestine drove all the way inside the 5. They were stopped on 4th and goal. So we're going to see how that game develops. But that's a big punch for East Palestine to drive that far and not get points out of it.
Well, and the other thing that's kind of hitting my fancy right now is Cheney up 14-0 on Canfield. They've had a pick 6. They got the ball again. Those Cowboys have had a couple tough weeks, and they just always seem to match up well against Canfield.
Got the 4 box up. These are 4 really good games, all live right now, although I think the top left one just went to a timeout.
Yeah. Well, and Poland Hubbard, 7-0, second quarter. You can see the clock running down in your lower right-hand box there. You got West Branch still with only a 7-0 lead. These are just some great games. Do want to Omaha for you real quick, Eric. Game 15, Boardman is at the 4-yard line.
Boardman trying to stay undefeated at home. They're 3-1 right now. Spartans were 1-9 last year. You can't forget that.
Big win to start the season for them, and they've been able to build a little momentum. I know week 2 was rough for them.
I actually think that helped. I think that was kind of like, okay, we can't get too big for our bridges after one win.
Well, I remember what you said. How do teams deal with coming off of success?
Right.
and they got knocked down a peg week 2, but they've come back. They've played some pretty good football. They got a tough schedule coming up, and we know that.
And it's all these local teams that they're pretty familiar with that are heated rivals, too.
Yeah, so, and you can see the Spartans. Let's do this. We got to head there because my man is on the call. Let's get Donnie Riccatelli and Don Mascola up.
But it's wide open. Roll out. Now Haas will cut it back inside, and he'll get across the goal line for a touchdown, Boardman.
Wow, what a gutsy play by Haas. Found the hole, found the seam.
Yeah, once they pursued him rolling out, he cut it back. There was a lot of open space there. Got across.
2 running backs in Obi and Johnson in the backfield with him.
Flanked on either side.
It's going to be a low snap.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's got a man. It's a nice catch there, taken down immediately by number 14. Yeah. Oh, that's Jorge Diaz.
Jorge Diaz.
So Jorge Diaz, just a freshman.
Wow.
Getting his first start today.
Way to come up and make that tackle.
He was the Scout Team Player of the Week on our show live at Los Compadres with the Lake Show. And after one, it's going to be
Johnston takes a snap, fakes the give, running right. He's got blockers inside the 10, cuts it in at the 5, spun down in the end zone for a touchdown. Got hit at the 5, but he's able to spin his way off a defender and into the end zone. And the Beavers are on the board with the Johnston rushing touchdown. Now 17-6. Mays in the PAT unit looking to make it 17-7. And a much-needed touchdown for the Beavers to pull back within 2 scores early in this game.
It'll be 2nd and 7. So about a 3-yard gain for Hinchcliffe. Lively back in the game. Carries the play in for the Devils. He'll be going to his right. Mundy is in tight on the left. Hinchcliffe at the tailback. Under center is Grant Miner. Miner turns, hands it to Hinchcliffe off left guard, and Ashton breaks a bunch of tackles, including Conway and Clancy, both hanging on for dear life. Devin Broad finally helps bring him down, but it'll be another first down for the Blue Devils. Hinchcliffe brought down at the Columbiana 45-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 Lisbon.
There's that power we were talking about, running through tackles.
Miner ran to the sideline to get the play, now shares it with his bros there in the huddle. Weber at center, brings it up. Right under center is Grant Miner. Tullis up.
David Zipolius remains in the game. He's going to give it to, we'll get you a name here, but he does get a first down. And it looks like he gave it to his brother Pano. Pano gets a first down at about the 47-yard line, and that's going to move the chains for the Bulldogs. Just over 7 minutes remaining here in the first half. David Zipolitis in the game. He's at quarterback. He's in the gun with his brother Pano next to him to his right. Another back to his left. They're going to he's going to fake this one. He's going to keep it. He's going to run it up the middle. David Zipolitis he's loose. He gets to the 10. He's taking this one all the way. Touchdown Bulldogs. And the freshman goes for 47 yards and is going to extend Poland's lead 13-0 pending the extra point.
How about that touchdown in Poland, Anthony? Unbelievable. Somebody got absolutely punished in the backfield for Poland, gives up their body, and 53 yards later, a 7-0 lead is turned into a 13-0 lead.
It's textbook option football, though. You know, the defender that made that play, totally his assignment to take.
Yeah.
I think the quarterback is the one that got drilled. Totally his assignment. The breakdown was who was ever assigned the running back did not stay disciplined at all.
No, they were not where they should have been. Well, and it's one of my favorite things I used to say when I would play my little PlayStation game back in the late 90s, early 2000s. They showed them something, and they took it away. And they went for 6.
I thought
Great play.
I thought about the little Giants when
Yeah.
no mercy, no ball.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. How about West Geauga and Edgewood? They're up 21-0. McDonald looks like they just coughed the ball up. So just some great games going on here in Week 5. Like, we couldn't ask for more. This has been a perfect night. Weather. When games kicked off, they were still in the high 70s, low 80s around the area for temperatures. Perfect night for football, Anthony.
I know not everyone loves the heat, but I am a warm body, so as long as this warm weather keeps up, I'm happy.
Yeah. We could audible to Game 4. East Palestine is at the 6-yard line.
They need this bad.
They do, because it's been all Valley Christian so far in the first half.
Now,
look at that. I ask, Eric delivers.
Now they got down here. They got down here earlier in the game when it was just 6-0.
And they got turned away. Yeah.
Let's bring up the Figley brothers and see how this goes.
Whistles, timeout maybe.
It is a timeout. Yep. So Coach Dempster needs a timeout. See what kind of decision he's going to make coming in here in the red zone. We'll be right back after we hear from our sponsors.
What can you do on over 5?
Top of your screen. Quick handoff to the fullback. Pile up. He's still on his feet. Still going. Around the 3-yard line. A first down. First and goal now. Pirate offense.
Hopkins up the middle with the carry. Tackled by a complication of Eagles.
Pirates are to about the 1-yard line.
Second down, so they got 3 attempts if they need them. Uriauchi looking left, quick pass to RJ May, but he's brought down before he can make any yardage. That was not RJ May, that was actually Brandon Plum.
Tackled by a complication of Eagles.
Pirates are to about the 1-yard line.
So Bulldogs put up the first points of the game. We'll see what they do here as far as PA attempt or 2-point conversion. PAT. They're going to line up for the field goal. Is that Brad Bartles? And it is good. 7 on the board for the Dogs.
Absolutely. Second and goal. Fake. Good fake by Baird. Rolls left. Has a man near the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. Wyatt Kuboff on the touchdown reception. 4 yards. And it's 15-0.
And there go the fireworks as well.
Good play fake by the quarterback. Baird. The Tigers look like they're going to set up for the 2-point conversion try.
Oh, see if they can get it to 17 then. So like you said, 2-point coming up. Keep an eye on Gentile.
Gentile alongside Baird, the quarterback. Carson Cunningham, the near side receiver. Handoff goes inside to Kosick, and he walks into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. 4:41 to go here in the first half. It's Springfield 17, Campbell Memorial nothing. Back after this.
On their third offensive drive of the game. It was the fumble, though, in the end zone that ended badly for Crestview on their last drive, but they still were able to march down the field. Good running, good passing by Nolan, and good job by Nolan, too, on the read options, keeping it himself and getting some yards on the ground as well.
Rapids stay in the game with 3 personnel changes. Very interesting staying with the empty set here with 2 wide receivers lined to the left, 3 to the right. Rapids back to pass. Pressured, is going to throw it towards the end zone, and it's going to be caught for a touchdown flag on the play.
I think you're going to have a push off by the Canfield receiver. I think that'll be coming back. He gave him a little shove.
Yeah, well, let's wait for the call here. It might be, and everyone on the offense as well as the defense is hinting that way.
Yeah.
And nevertheless, that was going to be close. And then all of a sudden it wasn't.
Yeah.
So it will be an offensive pass interference call against the Canfield Cardinals.
Now they're out of field goal range, I would say.
Well, from here would be a 47-yard attempt.
Yeah, I mean, if it gets down to that where you have like 3 seconds on the clock, because you can't return
Timeout, Blue Devils.
you can't return
Field goals?
Field goals. I don't in high school. Because I remember we tried to send.
I know on PATs, obviously you can't, but like regular field goal attempts.
I don't know if you can.
Savin lined up here on the right side. Fonzaglio from the shotgun. He sends Jarvis in motion. He's going to fake the bubble pass, hand off to Hanzu, but he doesn't get anywhere. Actually loses a couple. Clayton Day with the tackle.
Yeah, I think West Branch guessed on that one right because they brought the house on that.
Yeah, they
on that
did.
play.
3rd and 6, big play here for the offense. Shotgun, pistol set, two backs.
All 11 guys in the box for West Branch.
Yeah.
Ball thrown.
Ball thrown out to Jarvis. Oh, he makes a move. He breaks the tackle down to the right side to the 40. He could go, folks. He's got 2 men to beat. Down to the 25, the 10. Touchdown, Tigers.
Great play, great call by Howland, Coach Jones and his staff. What do you do with 10 guys in the box? You throw the bubble screen pass wide open, and how about that speed?
John?
Yeah. These two teams do not like each other whatsoever.
Yep, ref signaling it's on the Blue Devils.
Oh boy. Sorry, everyone.
Holding against the Blue Devils.
Yep, holding. We both kind of saw that call in the backfield. Got the back of the jersey there, can't do that. So now they're definitely out of field goal range.
Oh, 100%. Well, we have 1:10 to go. Jeez. That's 2nd and. Let's see if we can do math here, Eric.
And again, with a man to his left side, he'll hand it off. He will hurdle, and he will be brought down. Number 71, Noah Chase with a huge hit. They are looking to go no huddle here, and Parker Newburn will spike the ball. That was a beautiful hit by number 71, Noah Chase. That will definitely be in his highlight book right there. 14 seconds here in the second quarter. Parker Newburn looking to get in the end zone before this quarter ends.
That is 3rd down. If you can see this, the clock is not correct. It is 3rd and 9 because he spiked the ball.
Colin Wells will do the end around, and he is going to get the first down, it looks like. No, he will be short of a first down. It will be 4th and 1 with 7 seconds remaining. 6 seconds, counting down to 4, 3, 2.
And that's the end of the half.
We're 21-0 is Columbiana 2, Lisbon. Brookfield 12, Liberty 7. That's an interesting matchup there.
It is
interesting score in general, being 12-7. Wellsville still with the lead of 7-0. End of the first quarter. Got a good one over there with the two teams in Columbiana County. Springfield 7, Memorial 0 at the end of the first quarter.
Well, it gives Canfield the ball on the 8-yard line.
And Canfield with a 1st and goal at the 8-yard line, as stated there. And it will be Cheney's ball. And Langston will hand the ball off. We get a flag here right before the play. Guessing the ruling, the reason they were taking so much time, it must have happened out of bounds.
After the play.
So it had been 4th down, and it was a dead ball foul.
Yeah.
So nevertheless, Cheney with a huge stop there to get the ball back.
Yeah, great. You know, whether you take the penalty or not, that great play coming up on defense, making sure. I mean, he was probably within a foot of the first down line.
That was an old Mahoning Valley football play there for sure. But
yeah.
for Cheney.
Mahoning Valley, they wouldn't have called the penalty.
Ambris, he's got Bartone. We're in the Bartone zone, and he's going to barrel ahead, and that's what he does, folks. Give him 2 yards in a cloud of dust. It's a touchdown, Lakeside.
He said, "You're not stopping me, fellas," as he went off that right side and rumbled right in for the score, bringing it to 20-12.
And that is where they want. They want to get Bartone in these close. I'll tell you what, I called it on the show, the 5-yard line in. It's the Bartone zone. That's where.
The 21. The Bulldogs are moving again. Minute 20 to go. Minute 12. As it's 1st down and 10. Gonna wind the clock. McCown looks to throw. He will complete this to Easton, and Easton breaks a tackle, and Easton into the end zone for the 4th time this quarter with 51 seconds to go. A 21-yard touchdown pass. Thomas Easton for the 4th time in the second quarter. Have yourself 12 minutes, young man. This is getting impressive. And it is now 27-0 Lakeview as they are up big with 50 seconds to go. The extra point. Oh, they're going to fake it. Oh, it's going to be good. And the holder runs it into the end zone. Trenton Hyde makes it 29-0 in the favor of the Bulldogs. But hold on a second. Did we have a timeout? Or I don't think that's going to count. Said as Derek Bush, the coach of the Bulldogs, was talking to the refs.
With 40 seconds left till halftime. We'll see our final timeout on the field. Clock is stopped at 35 seconds. And for Canfield, I mean, you're going to likely get the ball back with, let's say, about maybe 25 seconds, right?
So we have 51 seconds to go. And a 21-yard touchdown catch by Thomas Easton. So now 2 rushing touchdowns and 2 receiving touchdowns. And we will try the extra point again. 50 seconds to go here in the first half. The extra point is up. And it's off the upright, so it'll say 27-0 Bulldogs. And we will back after this short break as the Bulldogs try to pull away a little bit here to second quarter.
Give a heavy dose of Sean Bowling. He's about to break one. You know, he's close. He's getting to that second level.
Guy when it comes to being down in the hole, and waiting for his blocks.
He waited on that one. It came through, and then he found that hole and just took off.
Yep.
So 2-11.
It looks like he might just keep a quarterback keeper right up the middle. Quick handoff or quick quarterback keeper for the touchdown. East Palestine Bulldogs. And a great drive for the Dogs. Quick, easy, wasn't really contested. 2:05 left to go. And they're going to go for the 2-point conversion. Or actually, they're going to kick it. Field goal. Uriachi holding it. Brad Bartles. Kick is up, and it is good. Brad Bartles with the good kick.
Extra point attempt is good with 2 minutes and 5 seconds left in the half.
28 Eagles, 14 Bulldogs.
14.
Bulldogs staying in the game here in the first half.
And I'm Kelsey Clem from Case.
It looks like they are running the clock. Coach Hanna will save his timeouts. So the clock now running down to 30 seconds.
Well, at that last play, the Falcons just went right into the teeth of that Lions defense.
Let's win.
Doing it again here with their quarterback.
And
4th and 8. We'll see if they run a play. Clock continues to move down to 25, and looks like we will not see a play. If we do, closer to the 5 seconds.
Still in the gun. They're going to hand it off, and that is Webster fighting his way for that first down. And with 2 timeouts in his pocket, it looks like they are running the clock. Coach Hanna will save his timeouts. So the clock now running down to 30 seconds.
Well, at that last play, the Falcons just went right into the teeth of that Lions defense, and it looks like they're doing it again here with their quarterback.
And breaking free is Burlingham, his 2nd consecutive touchdown. And this is getting a little concerning for the Orange Lions as they now fall behind 2 scores.
Long across the middle. Ball just kind of laid out there, and that's an interference on the Clippers. No doubt about that. You can see it.
Complete. Penalty flag on the flag.
Intended receiver was Zyler Mundy again. And back deep in coverage was Conway? I think I see 71 downfield. Yeah, Max Conway from his outside linebacker position.
That's a mismatch.
Yeah, it is.
Tell you what, Lisbon's got they're putting some stuff together here,
Yes,
Coach.
they are.
They punch one in here before half.
It's a whole new ball game, that's for sure, because they have the kickoff here in the 3rd quarter.
Yep.
1:21 to go here in the 2nd quarter. Lisbon will have the ball 1st and 10 on the Clipper 25-yard line.
10 Blue Devils.
Look who's back.
25-yard line.
Ashton Hinchcliffe taped up and ready to go, and it's a whole different team when Hinchcliffe's in the lineup, that's for sure. Newbold in motion, left to right. Haven't seen that yet tonight. Turn, handed to Hinchcliffe, up the middle, breaks through for about 5-6 yards, and about 5 Clippers bringing him down.
The ball carrier.
Let's see as they peel off. Braden Clancy's over there. And Max Conway. Jensen Nordquist in on it as well.
Stop with number
so
71, Gabe Evans.
Looks like another timeout now.
Blue Devils.
1:12 to go in the half. No, let's see. Clippers, yeah, definitely. It's an official timeout. At least the official pointing to himself. He didn't assign it to either team, but both teams are off to the side. That's unusual, isn't it, Coach? I'm not sure what the...
Did somebody call timeout?
The official indicated that it was my time. You know how when they call time and then they point to themselves? Usually...
Addison Cook coming in to kick the extra point. And that kick is good, making the score now 35-0.
Extra point is good. With 13.
And not a good decision there by the Falcons. 13 seconds left. You're giving the Lions offense a little bit of a...
A few tackles into the end zone. Touchdown, St. Clairsville.
with 30. Huge lucky break for the Lions, who could score now. 13 seconds left. Have time for maybe 2 or 3 more plays. So Twins out to each side. Jonah Fry as the quarterback on first down. Gets it off and trying to get out of bounds. They're going to say it's incomplete. Dropping it at the last second was Eli Robinson. So now with
2nd and goal, he drops back. It's a pitch out to Johnson. Johnson is taking it lateral, looking for the end zone, and he's got it. Good for a gain of around 7 yards on the touchdown.
I mean, great play call. Pitch to the outside. Get it.
It's a screen pass to Rico Smith, who just uses his talent. Going to gain 22 yards. He's going to be 1 yard short of a first down. I have to feel like when you're in this situation, you're just going to go for it. Yeah, a 23-yard deficit. Now it's only 1. You like your luck in that situation. Try to take the yard. There's some discussion.
In the favor of the Lions, not only in this game, but all season. So with one more.
Too far out of field goal range, but you could tie it. But at the same time, there's, a minute and 28 left. The clock is counting down. I think a timeout's going to be called by Brookfield. So we'll see what they want to do here. When this.
And Wright hands this one off to Haney. And Haney with a pick on this 3rd down and long. Trying to break free, trying to find something, trying to get something going. But he decides to run it himself out of bounds, and that is how this first half comes to a close. So
32 to 19. Officials didn't give a signal on the first score for the touchdown. We were kind of left in the dark. We got it all figured out, too. So call it a touchdown rush by Jake Noling and a 2-point try good on the rush by Max Hawkins. So 4 out of 5 drives hitting pay dirt for Crestview, and 4 out of 5 times the Rebels, or 4 out of 4 times I should say, the Rebels have gone for 2 and have converted. 62 seconds. Go with a little squib kick, trying to keep it off the hands of Massrock. Ball is on the ground. Who falls on it? Crestview saying they have it, and they do. Rebels recover. Elected to go with the squib kick, and Southeast couldn't recover it.
There's Josh Rankin there with the quarterback. Keeper just ran it in. 5-yard run. They're going to go for the extra point, and it was blocked. So no luck here when it comes to the special teams aspects of the touchdowns. But that doesn't change the fact that it is 24-21. This game back and forth. There's 38 seconds. So plenty of time here for Liberty if they want to try and march down the field. You know they're going to try. It's just whether or not they can get there successfully. That remains to be seen. So we'll be back here for this exciting conclusion of this so far action-packed second quarter.
And welcome back to the Audible Call. I am Mike Ackelson along with Anthony Hartwig. Several of the games starting to hit halftime, so you know what that means. We are going to get as many bands on for you as we can, but boy, there's some great action around tonight.
Might even have a 4-box of bands if we can swing.
We know Eric's going to swing that for us. How about Crestview Southeast? Southeast got back in this game, and all of a sudden Crestview said,
Yeah, they just scored 2-point conversion, and now they have the ball back because they just recovered a fumbled kickoff return. So Crestview could be going up big in very soon.
Yeah,
here.
and the Brookfield game, fantastic game with Liberty. They shot out the big lead. Liberty battles back, takes the lead, and now Brookfield has answered, and they're back on top. So it's a great game.
That's a game of desperation.
Yeah.
Both teams are in spots where they can't afford much more losses.
Yeah, and that's the thing. One of them needs to come away with that big W just to stay in contention. Columbiana having their way with Lisbon. Got a great game going on in Beaver Local as Beaver Local has fought their way back into the Salem game. So here's the great thing about us. We love to show you game to game. We love to get our announcers on as much as we can. And, again, we are brought to you by the WRS Wealth Advisors. Once a game becomes kind of decided, we will shy away from that game. One game we can tell you, West Geauga having their way with Edgewood. Yeah. It's 35-0 at the break. That's a game we won't be going back to. But if you're a West Geauga or an Edgewood fan, how do they get to see the rest of it?
You can watch that game in its entirety on ysnlive.com/live. You find that game, you click on it, you'll be able to play it. You'll be able to listen to Larry Jennings on the call for the rest of that game.
So we got all that going on for you, and I love it. Eric's working his way around. We're going to have a 4-box of bands for you. We'll definitely get some sound up on that. East Liverpool, St. Clairsville, that's been a big game as they're about to hit the half, it appears.
East Liverpool surviving him for now. I mean, St. Clairsville is a really good football team.
Yeah,
So
they hit a big
surviving.
bomb. They hit a big bomb for a touchdown. Struthers South Range, that's a great game. You're definitely going to want to stick around for the second half of that one.
How about that? We're going to stick around for the second half of South Range game. I think that's the first time we've been able to do that.
Yeah, we don't say that very often here on YSN because the Raiders have been pretty good. But I'll tell you what, Struthers made the trek down there. And
initially, now it's kind of gotten into this defensive, grudge match. We saw a blocked punt for a touchdown, which put South Range in
back
front.
on top.
And that's where it stood. That's the last score of the game so far.
Yeah, we're going to watch that one. Beaver Local with the halftime has rallied back from a 17-0 deficit, and they lead that game 19-17.
All right, Michael, why don't we take advantage of the fact that we do have 4 bands live at the same time on the 4-box. So here's your 4-box of bands in a halftime show on the Audible Call.
The union of your two eras as the band performs the combination of Prince's Purple Rain and Instinct's Bye Bye Bye. It's that time once again to pack up and go, while flutes and tubas are now ending our 100th anniversary show. The band appreciates the attention you gave ever so grand, so let's
Off your P3 player, here we go. The band begins with a hit song by Katy Perry that was released in 2010, but became very popular in 2011. The song reached #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart and was certified 12 times platinum. We hope you enjoy our version of this inspirational hit, Fireworks. Starting to remember, back in 2011, let me help you out. The video game Minecraft was released in a new series on HBO premiere called Game of Thrones. Mr. Ruska has just particular in the third year of Military High School. Did you know, I believe Mr. Porcello was trying to buy a brand new silver Buick Century, just like my grandpa. And Mr. Salar was nominated for a Grammy Award for a hit single, Baby. And we continue with Party Rock Anthem, a song released in 2011 by LMFAO. The song is the best-selling single of all time in Australia and third in the United States. Here is Party Rock Anthem. Two more fun facts from 2011. Series was first introduced on the iPhone. The series outfitted Struthers landed in scored box. He's registering their golden age. Houston Dixon, the family of the top break dancers in Ohio. Who would have thought? We conclude with We Are Health.
and gentlemen, your 2024 Poland Bulldog Marching Band.
My guy keeps it 100% of the time. He wants all 100, won't settle for 99. And it's more than stats because there's people in those numbers. And I was one of the lost sheep. I'm so glad he cares for all 100. I'm 100.
The ball trying to run outside. I think you just got to stay running inside. You've had success, and maybe if you can get down to there, throwing here or there. But I would definitely, once you get in the red zone, I'd just give that ball to Sean Bowling or.
Yep, and that's, I think, going to be one of the big items that they need to do. But from Cheney perspective, defense has been their highlight, and I think it's going to keep that way going into the third quarter. And we're going to see a ball go out of bounds here. And for Cheney, they're going to get the ball here at the 35-yard line and get great field position to start off their offense. Now, when it comes to Cheney, they are doing pretty well, at least in that.
I'm Braxton Salone to make sure he did not get good field advantage.
So with a 14-10 lead, actually down by 4, United Eagles offense takes the field for the first time this half. 10:45 remaining on the clock, third quarter. Parker Newburn keeping it. And he is brought for a loss about the 20-yard line, so he loses about 3 or 4 on the play. That was Braxton Sloan that brought him down. His speed is just undeniable, and you can't get away from him in an open field.
Indeed. Southern Local looking to turn the ball over to get it. Nice field advantage.
And he's going to boot it
out of bounds
at the 35. So I believe that's where they'll start with it, because anything in front of the 35, you start with the ball right there. So that's going to go out of bounds at the 40.
Yeah, looks like a 38, and that'll be great field position again.
But listen, the 38's better than the other 38.
That's right. That's right. At least this time it's on the Hawk side of the ball or field instead of Lakeside's.
So if you're a Lakeside defensive coordinator here, what are you looking for? Because I know what I'm looking for. It's the Moorhead-Mallet connection.
For sure.
You got to cover that. Put your best corner on them. I might take a 15-yarder, interfere if you have to.
I'd even double him up because you can't let number 3 get loose again. You're going to have to corral him. What are they doing? They're maybe re-kicking. Oh, there was a flag on the play.
Oh, no. You're allowed.
Oh,
so you get the choice to make them re-kick it. You don't see it too often.
That's that new rule this year,
yes.
right? Yep.
So it's going to move back 10, and now they're going to re-kick it. We've seen this. West Geauga did this to Jefferson last year.
So it must have been something they like, moving back a little. I don't know, it was pretty good field position.
And it kind of takes that strategy out of the kicking because you used to be able to get away with it.
You got to be accurate with this kick. Deeper
in the end around. Colin Wells will get to the outside. He's got some open lane. He'll take it to the outside. And he'll be brought down at about the 38-yard line, making it a 1st and 10. They are now in Indian territory. Parker Newburn getting ready to snap the ball. He is in shotgun with a man to his right. He'll send a man in motion. Parker Newburn will take it himself. He'll go up the middle, and he'll get a nice 5-yard gain. Making it about 2nd and 5 at the 33-yard line.
When those guards pull, opens up the slant behind him. Unfortunately, Mr. Lewis wasn't able to come down with that. It was good toss there.
Good to see Bram back in. That was one that had everybody in Struthers holding their breath.
Yeah, he took his time down there. Maybe he's catching his breath a little bit, but yeah, good to see him for sure.
3rd and 4 for the Raiders. Snap there. They go. Toy takes it himself, and he's going to come up just shy. It's going to be 4th down and 1 at the 31.
It's 53. Braylon Myers for Struthers from the defensive line, defensive tackle position. Does a good job defeating his block. Those guys up front don't get enough credit.
Never.
Yeah, especially from up here. It's hard to see some numbers, and you're trying to navigate the camera. And but that's a good job there by Mr. Myers.
I think it's incredible what you're able to do. I mean, you're always looking at the line. I'm looking at the ball. So
Yes.
I've got no idea what I'm looking for.
Well, you have to watch the ball, but I'm trained to stop watching the ball.
Toy, no. Wildcat. Dominguez takes it, running over Wildcats inside the 20-yard line. First down, Raiders.
That's a beautifully designed play because even though they're in Wildcat, you're expecting the QB run there, but by putting Dominguez in the Wildcat position, you gain a blocker, and you're saving the legs of Toy, not making him run through the tackles of a good, strong Struthers defense. So great play call there by Rock to get the first down, and they're really ready to do some damage here.
Question for you after this play, partner.
Okay.
2 receivers to the right. Back to the right as well. They go with Dominguez. Up to about the 15-yard line. Still rumbling, still fighting for yards with his lineman. All right, so in a game like this, it is knock down, drag him out, knife fight. What wears you down more, offense or defense?
You as an offense, you want to wear down the defense. Now, defensively, you get worn down much easier. You do definitely get more worn down, and that's against a good offense. And both these guys will wear you down.
Raiders just outside the 10. There you go, fake handoff on the end around. Toy running through the defensive back and getting down to the 1-yard line. The Raiders can feel it. The energy is palpable here at Rominger Stadium, and the Wildcats have their tails on their own goal line.
Yeah, I think we got 100% scoring efficiency here from South Range for the year in the red zone. You know, they're on the 1-yard line here. I don't expect that to change. Looks like we're going to go a little bit Wildcat again with Toy up top.
Dominguez calling for the ball. He takes it. The lead blocker into the end zone. Touchdown, Raiders.
I'll tell you what. At halftime, I was kind of going through these rosters, and Struthers has a really good offensive line. We talked about them returning 4 of their 5 offensive linemen. But when you're looking at the weight difference between South Range and Struthers, you're talking about almost 40 to 50 pounds a guy. I'm seeing 290, 285, 295 numbers on South Range's roster. And for
United Local looking to get their first win at Southern since 2017. He'll send Colin Wells in motion. Parker Newburn will look to pass. He's got a man wide open. That pass will fall incomplete. That pass was intended for Braden Schwartz. The pass will fall incomplete, and it will be a turnover on downs and give the ball to the Southern Local Indians.
Set screen to the outside again.
Moorhead drops back. He delivers one.
Obi in the end zone. Touchdown.
That's gonna be a touchdown from the 21-yard line.
You know, the last 3 times they ran that play, Obi headed to the sideline. This time he cut it up on a wheel route, and they were able to hit him with a dart from Moorhead for another score, bringing it to 38-18 with 30 seconds left to go in the half.
That's a big play right there. I mean, again, you have to pay attention to Mallet. You got to pay attention to Whiting. Somebody's going to get open that time. It ends up being Obi.
This time they just snuck him out of the backfield and straight to the end zone.
Lining up.
Rovnak, there we go. Huge push up there.
So 2nd and 3 now. They get about half what they need on that last play. We're assuming, they'll keep it on the ground here, pushing forward, and
Touchdown?
that should be a touch. Yep, they call touchdown right there from 3 yards out. That's Chris Pater on the keeper. And Western Reserve will kick the PAT, try and make it a 13-point game.
Andre Chudasui up. Pater, long snapper. Riccardi. Holder. Snap
PAT
good.
up.
Hold good. Kick good.
And it's good. So 27-14 now our score here at Lowville, about halfway through the third quarter. Rockets trail by 2 scores again. They will get the ball back when we come back.
What can you do on over 5,000 days?
Going on here. Went out and got some mustard. Felt like I was on the field.
You look like you're, much like I do. We're in playing shape, so.
Oh, yeah.
Must have been.
Except that.
Drops back, looking downfield. The throw is up. He's got the man, and Johnson, 2-point conversion is good.
He threw a dot right to Johnson. No problem for the conversion. Beautiful pass. Good read. Nice job by Moorhead. So we got 30 seconds.
Time that Boardman will play on a Saturday night at home.
Yeah, it was a mix-up in scheduling down at YSU. It was supposed to be an away game for the Spartans, but now they're going to be hosting Cardinal Mooney.
Always a big rivalry game. With the ball carrier. Not much there. He'll get a couple to bring up 3rd and long.
Riverside doing a nice job shifting back and forth defensively, trying to throw off the blocking schemes of the offensive linemen for Boardman.
I believe that was Cole Schreibman, possibly. Don't quote me on that, but Schreibman looks to be the man that had it, and he was. So a 3rd and long here, but Noah, we've seen the Lions convert these third and longs a couple times already tonight.
So the Lions just having to make up a lot of ground, just a lot of miscues, just a lot of mental mistakes.
So here's Fry. Drops back, and coming across is Schreibman, and he works his way in for a touchdown. As I believe that was
just like Avery Goldman.
Homecoming always much sweeter after a victory.
I want to say Luke Rowan, my buddy.
Okay, congrats.
King Luke, 3-point king as well of YSN All-Star prestige. Hand off in the backfield. Oh, nice move. And a cut, and it could be trouble over the 50. Bram stiff arms, 30, 25, 20. Bram still fighting loses the football. Who's got it? South Range has it. Bram, for the 2nd time on his way to pay dirt,
to a 2-score game.
And a huge stop there by the pursuit up at the Jefferson defensive line.
So 8:48 to go. 30-20 is the score. Lions down 10. We'll be right back on Wyatt.
At Greenwood Chevrolet, we're built on dependability, just like our SUVs.
Whether you need one for driving around town, traveling with family, or that morning commute, we have that.
That's what I'm dealing with my daughter at Worcester. They're the same colors.
We are back. Spartans in punting formation at their 45-yard line. Tony Pinchero set to kick it away to Donovan Conwell, who's set up at the 15.
Riverside deciding to switch to Conwell, thinking they can get a good return, but Pinchero doing a nice job angling that punt out of bounds. Now we'll see if Boardman can stay disciplined on defense here and not aid Riverside with some penalties. Defensively, they have to get a stop. Riverside definitely figured it out in the second half.
Give this to McCaleb.
You know, they're keeping Atwood out, too. That's a big boy defensively on the sidelines for the Spartans.
Michael Hardy on the sack. Brings up 2nd and 13 now for St. Clairsville.
Great. Alex Simon, great jump on the ball. Way to get his hands on it.
Break and tap it away. That's the second time today. Simon says no way.
Right. And that looked like it was in the hand.
And turn the running back up the field. They're allowing the blocks to come to them.
And
Missing
Caleb
tackles,
gets
I mean.
loose as he keeps rumbling. He's still not down. And he will be brought down right about the 35-yard line.
I mean, defensively, I mean, you just got to get tough.
Boardman does not have an answer for big number 34.
They're not getting set defensively either.
Siebert will keep it himself, and he'll have nice yardage on first down. You know, the Beavers are really winning first down right now.
They are.
Every first down, it seems like 7, 8, 9 yards, and Boardman just doesn't have an answer for it.
Look for
And they're going to move the pile near the 15-yard line.
What happened?
Aiden Dominguez.
So here we are at South Range. Struthers has that big run that you saw the end of by Bam Bam. Inside the 5, gets stripped. South Range gets the ball back. Mike, last week it was a second-half burst for Struthers. This week so far, second half going South Range's way.
Yeah, the Raiders are playing. This has been just a whale of a football game. I know it's a 2-score margin at the moment, but if you're Struthers, you have to take advantage when you get inside that red zone. You've got to come away with points because the Raiders get real stingy. And here's something to think about. For the Raiders, most of their games have already been decided. Right. So now they've actually got to play a full game right now. Their starters are still in the game in the third. Speaking of other good games,
this
Southern
is the drive
United.
For South Range. I know we switch games, but if South Range scores on this drive, you know, you might be able to be like, that's going to be a tough mountain to climb for Struthers at that point.
Well, it is, but it's just South Range being South Range. Just very methodically, they're just going to take you out 1 yard at a time. They're kind of like a boa constrictor. Right. They just wrap you up and just start to suffocate you into submission. And how about United? Ooh.
No good.
Wow, that is a great game. That is a good game also. We got some great games here
Boardman,
on the Audible
Riverside,
Call. How about Riverside?
Have been explosive in this third quarter.
Yeah, Riverside, their offensive line has been blowing open some holes here. And if you're Boardman, you kind of need a big stop here, but you know, unless Riverside goes for 2, you still got the lead.
3 combined touchdowns in the third quarter in this game, and now we go off of it. But big third down coming. We'll come right back to Boardman after this big play in Salineville.
Yeah.
United trying to punch it in, take the lead.
Well, and another good game. Salem was all over Beaver Local. Beaver Local took that punch. They have gotten up off the mat, and there's Riverside
Good
again. The
stop by
Boardman's
Boardman
D.
That's going to be 4th and goal for Riverside.
What do you do here? Do you kick the 3? I mean, you still got a whole quarter to play. Take points while you can, because if you're getting holes like this, maybe you blow something open in the 4th. Right. And game 16, we may want to get there. It looks like Beaver Local's trying to drive and put another one in and
Riverside
add to their 2-point lead.
Going to go for that.
Kick the field goal. Take the points, man. Cut it to a 4-point deficit. All right, so if you're Riverside, you're back in that game. Boardman, you're in a dogfight right now. 15 seconds to go in the third quarter.
21-17.
Beaver Locals at the 8-yard line. South Range driving. Eric, that's game 16. He's got it up already. I knew that. He's like 1 step ahead of me. He's got great ESP. And how about this? All of a sudden, Lisbon back in that game at Columbiana. Yeah. That's an 8-point ball game in the third quarter.
Now, all these games, some of these games that we thought were,
kind of.
We can go away from it. Have turned into pretty close games.
Yeah, really good football games.
Clicking on that Columbiana game, see what's going on.
Liberty has the lead again against Brookfield. That's 28-24. That one could go down to the wire. I love it. There is some just absolutely great games. Niles, they have struggled.
Yeah, and Lakeview, that second quarter was big.
Yeah.
Eason scored 3 touchdowns in the second quarter by himself.
Yeah.
2 on the ground, 1 in the air. Quarterback for Lakeview, who scored the only touchdown of the game against South Range last week. We saw that big play down the sidelines that he scored last week. He's a spark plug for that Lakeview team.
Yeah, and I think Jefferson has just scored again in the third quarter, or they're real close to scoring against Orange. That's game 10. Actually, Jefferson looks like, are they going for the, I don't know if this is a 2-point conversion or they're at the 1-yard line.
Back in Beaver Local, Salem.
All right, so that is Jefferson. They're actually at the 2-yard line. That is game 10. That is, Orange needs to come up with a stop. They're down a pair right now. And again, if you're tuning in, we like to get to as many games as possible. And there's a touchdown for Beaver Local, so they're on the board again. And
in it.
One game we won't be heading back to, it's been McDonald all over Jackson Milton tonight. They are up 34-0 in that one. So how about the Blue Devils? Having a pretty good evening there. Poland having their way with Hubbard. The last report I saw there was 28-0.
That's surprising, the way Hubbard's been playing.
Yeah.
Thought that game would be competitive, but Poland showing up to be the big dogs.
Now here's one, game 7. If we get to a quick, Pie Valley going for a field goal. They're down 8. They're trying to cut it to 5.
Gotten up right on.
There it is.
Look at that kick. Good one.
Look at that kick. Look at that coverage. Look at that audible. I'll tell you what, nobody's better at Omaha's than Eric. 14-9. We got a ball game there. That is a really good ball game.
Not even Arch Manning for Texas Longhorns. He's not even as good as Audibles is.
And Perry, that's another game we won't be going back to. But if people want to see that, Anthony, what do they got to do?
YSNlive.com/live. You can see all these games in their entirety with the announcers that are on.
Yeah.
And they still can't. Jefferson's stuck at the 1-yard line.
This got to be 4th and 1 now? Or was that 4th and 1?
Let's turn the announcers up, see if Noah Ricks has an idea.
Down there and in the trenches.
So it looks like there's a player down on the field, and we'll see him out. 2:52 to go. Jefferson.
A quick shout out.
Sure.
Austintown Fitch defect. Hubbard resident, Ursuline Irish fan. Scott K. Shout out Scott K for tuning in.
Wow.
Thanks for watching.
Quite the resume.
2 handicap on the 18 birdies golf.
Atta baby. Toy calls for it. He's going to take it. Right side, looking for some space. Jukes trying to get the first down, hit out of bounds, and there's the flag.
Yeah, that play's designed to hit inside. Nothing there. Toy uses his athleticism to get to the outside. You could tell Struthers is just kind of mentally right now down on themselves. That's a tough play. You can't give up those 15 yards, especially at this point in the game. It's still a 2-score game, so you're not out of this ball game, but giving up 15 yards there is not ideal.
So the ball will rest on the 18 for South Range. Struthers, you can see, has that burgundy and gold end zone pretty close behind. They got to defend it. 2 receivers, left side of Toy's vision. Brings up Smesko. Now he moves a man. Toy's going to toss it. Looking, pressured, and he is.
That's a forward pass. That's got to be a forward pass.
I don't know what they're calling here.
They're calling, looks like a fumble, ball out of bounds.
Okay.
But if you're Coach Rock, you got to be looking at asking why that wasn't a forward pass.
Or even more so, I think his knee may have been down. We saw something like this last night in the NFL. If you were watching Breece Hall getting into the end zone.
Yeah, kind of levitating there at the 1 yard line. Them big old thighs he got. I'll tell you what, that Braylon Allen, running back from Wisconsin,
wow,
he's a unit too.
A weapon. All right, Toy goes handoff up the middle and quickly. Smesko, I believe. Yep.
Nice tackle.
Dart it, and it was almost we get a penalty thrown right around the 18-yard line.
I'll tell you, it was tight defense, and number 20 Nick Berardino, he was on him, got on him a little bit too much.
And this is going to be they don't do spot fouls in high school. We'll see. This should be a 10-yard penalty, and move the ball up to about the. So we'll see a move up to about the 35-yard line. It will be a pass interference call against Canfield.
Yeah.
And 1st and 10. I'll tell you what, a nice pass there.
Was. A real nice pass.
It was.
And he had a step on him, too. If he'd have got it out there just a hair.
So Franzaglio from the shotgun. Back to pass. He's got time. Throws across the middle. Intercepted. Oh, it dropped. Intended for Nielsen. Not a good pass through off of his back foot.
Franzaglio's pass intended for Nielsen.
Thank goodness he dropped that. 3rd and 11.
Yeah, West Branch didn't bring any pressure that time. Linebacker stayed back, stayed right in that throwing lane. We're almost there for the pick.
Yeah. Well, that's what we were talking about earlier on that blitz. That'll be open all day. So again from the shotgun. Back to pass. He's got time. He's got time. Being rushed. Steps up the middle. He's going to run it. Out to the left side. And he's going to be tackled down at about the 41. And we've got another flag. And I bet you this one is.
A plays here. And, I don't know.
Langston with a shotgun formation sends a man in motion. Same play as last go. Going to be moving up to about the 30-yard line.
It looks like the way they bring that guy in motion and have him peel off behind the running back. Like, they have that option. Like Pee Wee has that option to pull it out and
it seems to be
toss it out to that guy.
It would give you the instance that they're going for an option, but I'm not seeing an actual read in any toe there. So
yeah, me neither. But I'll
we'll
be
see
honest
if
with you.
something changes.
I think
they
that'd
want to
be
choose that.
Coach kick wouldn't have been a bad idea there.
Yeah, I think it's coming back. Lock in the back.
Lock in the back against the Blue Devils.
So we'll see how far back to go.
Still a huge kickoff return for the Blue Devils.
Is it 10 yards from the spot of the foul?
I believe so.
Okay. Well, they're moving.
He kept both his toes in, to stay in bounds.
Good drop step by Langston there to just get his feet in motion, release the pass on time, find the open wide receiver. 2 wide receivers each side. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line for Cheney.
Cheney's in the red zone. Let's see what they could do.
Hands the ball off, looking for some running lanes. Gets something out of nothing. That was Irvin, and Irvin known for his feet. And we saw this on a few different plays here in this season so far. Irvin, very tough man to bring down. He gets a 9-yard gain for the Cowboys.
He just willed himself to that 9 yards. That is some hard running there. And he stumbled a little bit in the backfield there. And
will hold it at the 31.
Fire that thing back. Reset the clock.
I'm going to reset the play clock. What did they say this was? 46?
41.
41.
They can take the quarter if they wanted. Good snap.
Kick is up for Starkey. Good! You hear the chants of Luke. 41-yard field goal. Starkey continues.
South Range goes up 23-7 over Struthers. It could have been a lot worse because they were driving a big fumble out of bounds.
It's a
Took them
16,
out of the side of the red
16-point advantage now. So if you're Struthers, not only do you got to score, but you got to get two-point conversions.
That is correct, and it's not the fourth quarter yet, so you still have time, but
Yeah.
you got to find a way to move against this South Range defense.
Now here's a game to check on. Orange, they are playing Jefferson, of course. They're trying to drive down 2, and all of a sudden they've got first and goal at the 9-yard line.
Let's go to it. Noah Rick's on the call.
Field quickly, trying to get it down to maybe at least 2 scores before this third quarter ends. That's probably the realistic scenario right now for Coach Center.
I'll tell you, especially since it has become nighttime, it is really hard to see the orange jersey numbers. So apologies about that.
Yeah, definitely a dark scene for the orange uniforms, especially under the bright lights here in this stadium.
And this is the first time this season, at least at home, they have worn these uniforms. So new look for everybody, and that run goes inside the 10 to about the 5. As we tick inside a minute to go, 38-20. It's a score. Lions looking to cut the Jefferson lead to 12 with a touchdown here.
So you look at the Lions just moving methodically, but trying to cash it in.
And scoring there looks to be Cole Schreibman on the touchdown. As, boy, he works. That was a good play call, Noah. He was just kind of in the flat, hanging out, and he was able to punch his way in for the touchdown.
Yeah, just dumping it in off the screen. That's what Coach Center is trying to do. Just like that quick, patient play call and just that nice, cute, sweet balance. And it looks like the Lions are going for 2 here.
So if they convert, the Lions can cut this to 10. Fry finds his receiver. That is Eli Robinson. That is good for the 2-point conversion. So Lions cut the lead to 10. Still plenty of...
Just giving Brookfield.
Getting after it. And the Lakers are going to take over. 36-yard line.
What a feeding frenzy. It looks like a shark, and when that shark gets the bite, everybody else attacks. They all flock to the ball.
All right, Lakers coming out. Stacked heavy to the right. Shotgun formation. Faulkner in motion. Cross and keeps. Pushes up the middle, picks up about a yard.
They may have got a couple there. This is what the Lakers want to do. They want to start controlling the line of scrimmage.
They do, but man, that Indians defensive line.
Wow.
Those are some big, strong boys, and they have been doing well all evening.
We were talking about...
And all right, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. Stay tuned. This game is shaping up to be
a classic.
Exciting. And we got about 2:15 left here in the third. We'll be right back.
At Joe Dickey Electric, no job is too big or too small. With over 65 years of commercial, industrial, residential, and 24/7 emergency services, you can trust the experts at Joe Dickey Electric.
Must-win game for them. It's must-win for both teams, but for Liberty even more so. You don't want to go in an 0-2 hole in the conference. You're going to go for a pass. It's batted down. It's going to be a 3rd and 12. Some good coverage there. Didn't quite catch who got their hand on it. It was just a sea of players there. Either way, the defense coming up once again. It's going to be 3rd and 12. Got to make one more clean stop and avoid the penalties.
Louisville 9-7. That's a good one.
2-back set here. Now they're going to go empty. Both backs move out to receiver. And a little quarterback draw here. And staying on his feet. Still on his feet somehow. And a big hit there right by the goal line. Nice shiftiness there from Pater. But I don't think he was ready for that hit, though.
That was a huge hit.
Tackle number 76, Anthony Vrabel.
Anthony Vrabel making the tackle there. .7:45 left now.
What's up front, looking at 280, 290, 290. You have to trust those guys to get a push up front. You need 1 yard, 1.5 yards. You give it to your bell cow, Bram. You give it to him twice. Got to fall in the end zone.
Pastella approaches the center. Stacked eye, and whistles blow. What are we going to get here?
Timeout.
Timeout South Range. So with timeout on the field, guess what?
Important, you got to know how to count. Can't let that happen. Doesn't hurt them as badly. They were already punting, but this could be the difference between giving Liberty good field position or pinning them down. Who knows? Good punt. It's bouncing. It's going to be fielded by Moody. He has it about the 40. He's to the 45, down past the 50, brought down at about the 51-yard line, and or the 49, I should say, not 51. That doesn't exist. 49-yard line, Brookfield territory. Good position here for Liberty. Their last offensive drive came up nothing for the first time in a long time. They're going to be looking to correct that mistake and get themselves up by even more. Currently up by 11, 24, 35.
After the Raider timeout, Pastella peeks behind him. Takes a snap. Hand off Bram.
Nope.
Taken down at the 1. Fourth down.
You do it again.
Do you line up quick here?
No, it looks like Pastella's running to the sideline to get a play from Coach Bayek.
This place is on fire. The bells chime here in Rominger Stadium.
I don't like seeing Bram take a sidestep. I want to see him getting downhill. Get behind your two guards, your center. Get downhill. Get over the pile.
This is the game for Struthers. Handoff. Doesn't get it!
Got a timeout by Struthers.
Timeout before?
Yeah, he got a timeout.
Wow. A timeout was called, and nobody in South Range knows it yet.
Yeah, that's
Now they're figuring it out.
I'm not saying that's going to save the game for Struthers. They're going to come back and win this game, but that's a big call by Coach Bayek there because he had nothing going. Bram had nothing going there for him. Couldn't even get the handoff before he had 3 or 4 South Range burgundy jerseys in his face.
There you see Coach Rock in the huddle, the coaching staff letting these guys know what to expect. A timeout taken, and what a timely.
Huh. I don't know. First down and 10 for the Leopards. Moody's going to take it himself. He's got a gain, still on his feet, brought down. Is that a penalty? No, not a penalty flag. I was just seeing things. So used to seeing them. Liberty jersey has a little bit of yellow on it. So I saw that and I just thought another flag, but it's clean. 5-yard gain for Liberty.
Videography by Sam Bellino.
You keep saying it, but I don't have the trophy on my shelf yet. Bram's in the
stacked eye again. Oh, they move it. Around the corner, Bram goes up the middle into the end zone. Touchdown. What a touchdown by Struthers. Much needed. Much needed.
Yes, a subtle change there from Struthers. They moved Bram back to the tailback position. Wanted to get an extra blocker for him there. And does just enough to get into the end zone. So Coach Beck does save 7 points for his Wildcat team. It looks like they're going to go for 2 here.
I think you have to.
Yeah, going for 2 makes it an 8-point game.
9:50. Oh, little Wildcat. Bram going to take it himself. Oh, my! The Raiders read that like a Dr. Seuss novel, and the XP is NG. 23-13, a 10-point ball game.
We handed off to Franklin. He's got the yards back and then some. Does he have a first down? I believe he does. Good run by Jameer Franklin. It appears I've been bamboozled. He is 1 yard short of a first down. Third down and 1. And more flags. And this time it's going to go against Brookfield. So Brookfield making mistakes again of their own. This time they're helping Liberty, and that's going to give them a first down with that 5-yard penalty.
Not bad. 2nd and 3 now. I'm a dork. We're halfway through the 4th quarter now. And a big run here. Hole opens up. Running along the sideline. That's going to be a touchdown from 40 yards out. That was Jack Darney that time. And West Serve has made it a 3-score game.
Wow. Huge.
Number 1, Jack Darney.
And it has just not been Louisville's night defensively here.
So we need to make arrangements for you to be wearing this.
Yeah, I'm wearing the hot dog suit in the show. What else?
Franklin, he's taken right down at about the 5. Good carry there.
Gain of 4, 2nd and goal on 6.
Another handoff to Franklin. This time he's going to get swarmed for a potential loss.
Franklin, the ball carrier.
It's going to be 3rd down, 3rd and goal at about the 9, the 9-yard line.
3rd and goal from the 10.
Third and goal for the Leopards. Moody has it. He's on his feet. He's still going. He's on his feet. He walks into the end zone for a touchdown, Leopards.
Moody on the touchdown run for the Leopards.
10-yard run for Moody to make this a 41-24 game.
Takes the snap, and it's a handoff to Wise. He makes a move. He's going to walk into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Richie Wise with a 9-yard touchdown run.
This year. Makes you wonder what they've been doing the last 4 weeks to get them to this 0-4.
Beavers not hurrying back to the ball, taking their time in the huddle. 20 seconds to snap this thing inside 8 minutes and 45 seconds in the 4th. They'll get out of the huddle quickly to the line of scrimmage. 13 seconds to snap it. Johnson, quarterback run right up the middle, and he's going to get hit at the 40-yard line. May have been able to work himself forward to the 41. That's where they'll mark him down. So a short pickup of about 3 yards there to set up 3rd down and 6. They need to get to their own 47-yard line for a first down here. Big play coming up for both the Beavers offense and the Quakers defense. Huge momentum play in this game. We'll be inside 8 minutes to play in the 4th quarter when the Beavers snap this football. Shotgun for Johnston. Purdue in the backfield with him. Johnston takes a snap, fakes the give, drops back, looking to throw. Fires it up the seam, looking for Curran. Tipped, incomplete. Just a bit short of the intended receiver, Curran. The defender, Joey Canna, got a hand on it, nearly intercepted it. And with the clock stopping at 7:52 to play.
So it might be going on with his ankle.
will get the ball with a chance to take the lead. Mays will boot it away for the Beavers.
Haas straight back. Looks for Vince Butto. Pass is complete.
Nice first down play there. Allows you to do anything you want with the playbook. I think they rushed that play there. I think they have plenty of time.
Butto was open.
He was open. They just rushed the play.
Possibility. Salem gets into field goal range, runs the clock almost all the way out, and could kick a game-winning field goal. So now with just 7:40 left in the fourth quarter, it's not a guarantee, but this could be the final offensive possession of regulation.
Pass in and out of the hands of the intended receiver.
Salem in their own territory. Monroy in the shotgun, takes the snap, fakes the give, going to take it himself, running right side. X-line chasing him down backside, and he will get brought down at the line of scrimmage. No gain there for Monroy. A couple of other Beavers defenders got to the perimeter to contain Monroy to no gain there on.
And Haas is going to be short of the line to gain. And the ball will go over to Riverside.
Riverside's going to walk out of here with a victory. Very hard fought second half.
2-yard line, a pickup of 4. It'll set up 3rd down and 6 for Salem.
Yard line to get a first down. Timmy punts. He will line up in shotgun. A man to his left side. He looks to pass, and he's got a man. That ball will fall incomplete, and United will come out with a victory here in Wigwam Stadium.
Credit to the athletes that touch the football. This offensive line is doing a great job tonight.
Sure.
Handoff. Down to the 8-yard line goes the Raiders.
Starkey takes Struthers Wildcat for a ride to the end zone there. You tell he's feeling himself right now.
Gibson takes the snap, the left-footed kick high into the air. And fair caught inside the 30-yard line at the 29 by Zaven Riley. So
The key is you say something wrong and they'll correct you with the right answer.
Hey, do I give out my cell phone number
Nope.
on air? No.
Nope.
That
was a big mistake that I did. Toy into the end zone. Touchdown Raiders from 8 yards out.
Now go down 1-4 in the record column as United Local will go 4-1 in the record column.
United will host Lisbon next week on 9/27, and Southern Local will be at East Palestine. I'm not sure on the East Palestine score, another YSN school, but they were both 3-1 going into the game also. Valley Christian and East Palestine set to play tonight.
It looks like Parker Newbern will look to kneel the ball to end this game, and he will take a knee.
Newbern in the fiction, and he takes a knee.
Hold, and that is the indication. So yeah, the referees do indicate amongst each other that it is an offensive holding. So they'll bring the ball back 10 yards from the spot of the foul. They'll call that on number 23, Nick Barker. So instead of
Uriachi, quarterback keeper, right up the middle,
That's
and
a
he
good
got
one.
a easy touchdown. Oh, and Uriachi.
Uriachi with the keeper takes it in for a Bulldogs touchdown.
High-scoring game.
It is a high-scoring game, and it's getting higher as we go. That gives them 28 points for East Palestine.
Looks like they're going to go for two. Uriachi, quarterback keeper. Does he have room? He does.
Touchdown.
30 points for the
Two-point
Bulldogs.
Conversion. In the end zone again.
49 Eagles. 30 Bulldogs.
We'll be right back.
From Gia's. Even now remain on the game clock in this fourth quarter. Beavers break the huddle in the same formation with the tight ends to the right side of the formation. Shotgun for Johnston, straight quarterback power running to the right side. Cuts it up the field at the 35, gets to the 40 for the first down. Tumbles to the 42-yard line. And another first down pickup for Johnston on the ground. And the Beavers pick up that first down of the drive. That some coaches believe is the most crucial first down to get a drive going. Approaching the 5.5-minute mark to play in this fourth quarter. And the Beavers now have the chance to run this clock all the way down and potentially kick a game-winning field goal if it comes to that. First and 10 at the 42. They got 7 seconds to snap it. Now down to 5. In the shotgun formation are the Beavers. They only got 2 seconds. Now 1. Johnston takes a snap finally. Gives it to Severs. Running left side, cuts it upfield at the 45. And he will be wrestled down between the 45 and the 46-yard line. So a gain of about 3.5. We'll call it an even 3 to set up second down and 7. Inside 4:50 to play now in this fourth quarter. And you wonder at one point Salem starts burning their timeouts. They have all 3 left at their disposal. Bunch set in the backfield for the Beavers here. Shotgun formation for Johnston. Purdue in the backfield with him. Purdue going to try to spring some blocks for Johnston. He runs it right side, quarterback power, but not much doing. Stacked up and brought down at the 47-yard line. And it'll be 3rd down and 4 for the Beavers offense. We'll call it the 48-yard line. Still 3rd down and 4. Line to gain is the 48 on the other side of the field in Salem territory. Inside 20 seconds to snap the ball. Inside 4 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. Shotgun for Johnston in the Beavers offense. Takes the snap, fakes the give, keeps it himself, running up the gut, gets to the 50, but that's all the farther he gets. It's 4th down and 2 for the Beavers offense. And it's decision time. Are they going to punt this ball away and trust their defense to give them the ball back, or at the very least run this regulation clock out, or are they going to go for it and get aggressive? The offense is still out on the field now. They'll send the punt team out and kick it back to Salem. Inside 3.5 minutes to play in this fourth quarter. The trust will be put into the Beavers defense, and the Quakers defense does their job. Mays will punt it away. Harmon and Monroy to return the punt, and now the Beavers are going to have to burn their second timeout of the half before they punt this ball away. They've only got 1 remaining with 3 minutes and 8 seconds to play in the fourth quarter of a tie ball game. So we'll see how much of a factor that plays in to the Beavers' decision-making and what they're able to do defensively here in this ensuing drive for Salem, assuming Salem fields the punt cleanly here. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, Beavers set to punt the ball away to Salem. 25-25 the score here at Pastor Field.
Timeout Wellsville. We'll be back. finish up this game here in Latonia. Was up 35-0.
Some families are born with.
They've got the offense in the huddle here on the near side. Johnston not a part of the punt coverage unit, but he's in the huddle discussing something with Coach McKenzie, so maybe he called the timeout and rethought his decision. Johnston walking onto the field, and it seems as though, as is, the rest of the offense. Beavers still talking things over on their sideline. Salem's going to send out their defense to prepare for it, and the Beavers offense is coming onto the field. So scratch the punt. Beaver Local's going to go for it. 4th and 2. They got to get to Salem's 48-yard line. Shotgun for Johnston. Takes a snap. Quarterback power right. He's got the first down to the 47-yard line. And the gamble pays off for Beaver Local. They needed 2. Johnston gave them 3 with 3:07 to play in the 4th quarter, and the timeout pays off. As instead of punting the football, the Beavers more time to mull over the decision and a potential play call, and they pick up a first down. And now we're getting into the area where Salem might consider using their timeouts to at the very least leave a handful of seconds on the clock if the Beavers were to kick a go-ahead field goal. Mays nailed a 40-plus yarder last week, but 3 PATs have gone haywire for the Beavers, 2 blocked. Johnston out of the shotgun, gives it to Severs, makes a man miss in the backfield, looking to get around the outside. Flag thrown on the backside of the play and around the perimeter. Out of bounds goes Severs near that first down marker, but 2 flags down. We'll see if they're both for the same holding or if the Beavers committed holding in 2 different areas. Nonetheless, this play is going to come back. So not what the Beavers wanted on this set of downs after picking up a 4th and 2 at the 50-yard line in a tie ball game. A huge gamble that pays off, at least for the time being. Clock stopped with 2 minutes and 32 seconds to play in regulation. Here is the holding call. I'll call a 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Sounded like they called it on number 23, which is Nick Barker. Ball brought back to the 43-yard line. So first down and an even 20. Beavers got to get back into Salem territory to the Quakers' 37-yard line for a fresh set of downs. If they can pick up a first down or 2, obviously going to be tough now with first down and 20 behind the chains, but if they can, at the very least, it would ensure Salem's offense is not going to see the field again in regulation. Shotgun for Johnston and the Beavers. They'll motion Barker. Johnston fakes the give to him, running left, looking for some blockers, cuts it in towards the 50, spins to the 49-yard line. A solid pickup there on 1st and 20. Still going to be 2nd down and long. 12 yards needed on this 2nd down play to pick up a first down, but a good 8-yard pickup to start this set of downs. Approaching the 2-minute mark, 2 minutes and 10 seconds right now remain in this 4th quarter. Shotgun formation for the Beavers. Johnston takes the snap. He's running it all the way to his right. Inside the 45, looking to muscle his way to the 40. He's tackled just shy at the 41-yard line. It'll set up 3rd down and 4 for the Beavers offense, but back-to-back good runs by Taylor Johnston. Out of 1st down and 20, they've now got a 3rd and 4. A very manageable situation for this Beavers offense. Still got to move farther down the field to get into range for Mays to kick a field goal. Kicking hasn't been a guarantee even from PATs for the Beavers. They're in the shotgun here. Johnston running to his left, cuts it up the field now, inside the 40, trying to muscle for the first down. He didn't get it. He's tackled shy at the 39, maybe the 38-yard line. We'll see where the official spot is. They had to get to the 37-yard line, so nonetheless, it's going to be 4th down. And another decision for the Beavers coming up with 1 minute, 10 seconds to play in this 4th quarter. They got to make this decision much more quickly with only 1 timeout. And time running down here in regulation. And with 20 seconds on the play clock, Coach McKenzie and the Beavers are going to burn their final timeout of the half. None remaining for the Beavers. 58 seconds to play in the 4th quarter. It's another 4th down and short for Beaver Local's offense in a tie ball game that they've got a decision to make. It looks like they're going to go for this one as well. We'll see what they dial up when we come back.
Left side a little bit, able to pick up about 3 yards on the play.
Coming upon 5 to go,
Yep.
you're going to have to open this up.
Gotta see if the offense is gonna speed it up a little bit here.
That offensive line needs to take control of this game. We got a timeout.
Out by the Indians. And we're gonna take a timeout as well. We will be back. Stay with us.
There are 4 members of GoldenStringRadio.org that works for your sports network. Super Dave, Kristen.
Officially 4th down and 2 for the Beavers offense, should they elect to go for it, and they will, as least they're sending out their offense on the field. So easily, the biggest play of the game coming up. 58 seconds remain in the 4th quarter. Again, the Beavers have no timeouts, and the ball is still at the 39-yard line of Salem territory. Johnston running right all the way. First down for Johnston and more inside the 35-yard line, but now you got to go hurry up. Their ball spotted at the 33-yard line. Clock stops on the first down with 52 seconds left, but yeah, they're getting back up to the ball. Clock now working against the Beavers. They're not quite in field goal range yet. Still got a bit of a ways to go. Shotgun formation, and again, kicking hasn't been a guarantee today. Salem's PAT blocking unit has done a good job. Shotgun, Johnston fakes the give, takes it himself up the middle, inside the 30, tackled at the 28-yard line. No timeouts for the Beavers, so they got to get right back up to the ball again. 33, 32, 31, now 30 seconds remain in the 4th quarter. Tie ball game here between Salem and Beaver Local. 2nd down and 5 coming up. Line to gain is the 23-yard line for the Beavers in Salem territory. Shotgun formation for Johnston, takes a snap, straight drop back, looking to throw, takes a shot, end zone for Redos. He's got it for the touchdown! What a catch by Redos, what a throw! And the Beavers have the lead with 15 seconds to play. Flag thrown, but it's going to be on the celebration. The touchdown will stand, 2nd of the day for Redos. And what a catch, looked like he hauled it in with one hand. And Beaver Local, what a drive to take the lead. The flag, it looks like it was thrown at well after the touchdown and on the celebration. We'll see where Salem elects to take it. They may elect to take it on the kickoff and get better field position for their drive. There's 15 seconds left. Again, PAT kicking coming up for Mays. This has not been a guarantee, and this could be huge, considering here comes the announcement of the penalty. They'll call the unsportsmanlike on Luke Redos. It'll be 15 yards again, enforced on the kickoff. So Beaver Local will now have to kick this one off from their own 25-yard line. That could end up being something huge. But Mays on to kick the extra point, trying to make this a 7-point game. Snap, hold, kick up. That one gets through the uprights and good. A 7-point lead for the Beavers. The 27-yard passing touchdown. Johnston to Redos, 2nd time they've connected for a touchdown today. And it puts the Beavers in front at the most crucial time of the game. A beautiful throw by Johnston on the back shoulder to Redos. It looked like he only needed one hand to haul it in as well. But again, this game not over. Salem has timeouts to use. They've got 15 seconds on the clock, and this kickoff will occur from the Beavers' own 25-yard line. So they could, at the very least, get this into a position where they could throw a Hail Mary at the horn. So here comes the kickoff. Mays is going to have to give this one a good boot. Been a lot of ground ball kicks when the Beavers are kicking it off today, but this one Mays is more than likely going to have to put a charge into. Here comes the kickoff from Mays. High kick. It is indeed deep here near side. It's going to bounce inside the 10. Ball is still in bounds, and it's got to be picked up at the 5 by Harmon. Harmon looking to make some guys miss. He's tackled inside the 15-yard line. What a kick by Mays, and what a job by the coverage unit. All of a sudden, that 15-yard penalty does not end up playing into the favor of the Quakers. Harmon was going to let that one bounce out of bounds at about the 20-yard line, but it took a Beaver roll inside the 20 and inside the 10. It just never went out of bounds. Then Harmon had to pick it up. And by that time, the coverage unit all the way down the field for the Beavers. And now Salem needs what seems like a miracle to get a touchdown to, at the very least, have a chance to tie this game. Ball at their own 14-yard line with 9 seconds to play. They could have 2 plays remaining. They've got 3 timeouts, so they can work the middle of the field here and call a timeout. They'll call their first timeout here, still have 2 remaining. Wanted to see what Beaver Local would come out looking like defensively. Maybe dial up something to combat that. Oh man, what a drive by Beaver Local. Got the ball with a little over 6.5 minutes left to play. Took a lot of time getting the first 3 or 4 first downs of that drive. Got inside a minute to play. Picked up a 4th and 2. Then hurry up offense. Johnston with a 5-yard rush. And then right after with 15 seconds left to play, Johnston a beautiful touchdown throw to Luke Redos for a 27-yard touchdown the second time. Redos has got a touchdown from Johnston this evening. Beavers will come out in what seems like pretty much the exact same defensive look here. Salem looking to dial something up at the very least to get to maybe the 45, the 50-yard line where they can maybe throw a Hail Mary. If they can, it'll be hook and ladder time for the Quakers. They've got presumably 2 plays left with a pair of timeouts to use following this play coming up. First down from the 14, but downs really don't matter at this point. Ball at the 14-yard line for Salem. Prevent defense pretty much by the Beavers here, cushioning their coverage on each wide receiver. Shotgun Monroy drops back. Going to take a shot. Far sideline, incomplete. Had a man open for a good chunk of yardage. Incomplete for Derek Osh. And here comes the final play of the game. Salem, ball at their 14-yard line. They need to go 86 yards on this play or the game is over. And the Beavers will be the ones to pick up the win and improve to 2-3. Both these teams played tight games a week ago and came out on the losing end. Another tight game tonight between these two. And here comes the final play. Monroy drops back, looking to throw, steps up in the pocket. Has a lot of time, just going to fire over the middle. Incomplete and dropped by Osh. And that is going to end the game. The Beavers, a huge win here against the Quakers. 32-25. They knock off Salem, improve to 2-3 on the season. Johnston, 5 touchdowns, 3 passing, 2 rushing. 2 of those passing touchdowns to Luke Redos, including the most crucial one with 15 seconds on the clock in the 4th quarter. And Beaver Local improves to 2-3. They finally come out on the winning end of a tight ball game that comes down to the final plays. Salem loses for the 2nd week in a row by just 1 score.
Crossan rolls out, looking to, and he's going to be taken down. He had no time.
He's not getting any blocking there on that right side.
To Mullenix. Mullenix grinding away, gets about 8. And made by number 5, Anthony Hayes. Anthony Hayes with the tackle. West Branch again. Now 2nd and 2. Two receivers to the left. Back to pass. He's got time. He's got rushed. He's going to step up into the pocket. He's going to run. He's out to the 50. Now he breaks out to the left, and he's brought down by a host of tacklers. I tell you what, there's flags. And that's going to go against the Tigers. It's more chippiness. Excuse me. They're going to start removing people from the game. And we've got 8:37. I think if I was West Branch, up by this many, and I'm not saying anything bad. My purpose here isn't to say anything bad at all about either team. But I think if I'm in this situation with a 4-0 team, thinking about my team and health for the rest of the way, I'm going to take my quarterback out.
Yeah, I would definitely be thinking something similar. You're up.
Yeah.
With 8 minutes to go,
and again, my purpose here isn't to say anything bad about the coaching staff. It's just for protection.
You don't want to see anybody do anything stupid. The way the chippiness is, that's for both teams.
Right. So
you're halfway through the season. You don't want to see guys get suspended for.
Right.
Sometimes you got to police yourself on both sides of the ball.
Exactly. So now from the shotgun, empty set, almost got a man to move. Any neutral zone infraction, that's going to be on the Tigers. And they're going to send 23 in the game. He's going to substitute for number 5.
Evan Neely in for Anthony Hayes.
Number 23, Evan Neely into the ball game.
They've done that several times on first down. Quick first down.
Oh, and he has substituted. No, he's got the same quarterback in. Thomas is still in there.
Mullinex, Perry.
Got the whole crew. Back to pass. He's got time. He's got time being rushed out of the pocket to the right side.
Wow.
He's got time. He throws, and it is incomplete. Intended that time again for number 84, Gavin Gregory. So that'll bring up a 2nd and 5 for West Branch.
Number 84, Gavin Gregory.
Shotgun formation. Mullinex in the backfield. 2 receivers to the left. And he's going to hand off to Mullinex. Mullinex has got room. Chops those legs, and he's still going down to about the 18.
Great run. The offensive line pushing that defensive line back 2-3 yards. The early disruption Howland had in the first half is not held up this second half, especially this quarter.
So it's going to be a 1st and 10 now. Ball at the 18. Thomas from the shotgun. Fakes the handoff. He's got time. He's looking. He throws. He's got a man wide. Oh, hit and drilled. They're not going to call a late hit. They don't have that call. Perry was decked by number 4. That was Terrence Belden. We don't get those calls, I guess, like in college or the NFL. Defenseless receiver. So that's going to make a 2nd and long. And again, you're up 27. Throwing the ball in the end zone. So sending a man in motion across to the right. Back to pass. He's got a rush, and he's got it to Gregory across the middle to the 6-yard line. So it's a first, and it's going to be a first down. So it's going to be 1st and goal now.
Tackle made by number 13, Carter Nielsen.
1st and goal. Thomas from the shotgun. Sends Mullinex in motion across the middle, and it's complete to Gregory. Wide open touchdown.
That ball was tipped too, wasn't it?
Yeah, it
the ball
was.
was tipped too and fell right.
It was. It
Gregory's
was. Sometimes the bounces just go. Nothing you can do about it.
That caps an 8-play, 70-yard
So
drive.
8-play, 70-yard drive. And that's going to make it 46-13.
On this drive as we're getting close to a minute.
Just a very nice overall night here for Springfield Tigers, as they're eyeing a 3-2 record here through 5 weeks. That's always a positive there to be above 500.
No doubt. Like I said, coming in, nobody had a losing record in the MVAC Scarlet as Gentile keeps it himself. He's going to try to stay in bounds, and a great play for a sophomore to understand the situation. Could have trotted out of bounds under his own power. Decided to sit down in bounds inside that 15-yard line.
Keep moving it, and the hit favor them as well. Move them, maybe have an extra yard too.
And he doesn't need to run another play.
36 seconds on the clock, play clock underneath it. Ref right now just blowing his whistle, but they do need one more here, but they can take a knee if they want to.
It's Coach Guerrero.
Maybe not. No, the clock right now all over the place.
The clock stopped. The clock stopped, so they reset the play clock so they didn't have to run another
That
play.
makes a lot more sense here, so there you have it. That's your final.
And that's going to do it from Springfield. The Tigers 37-8 winners over Camel. They'll move to 3-2 on the season, 2-0 in the MVAC Scarlet, as they'll have a trip to Jackson Milton next Friday. The Red Devils, they fall to 2-3, 0-2 in the MVAC Scarlet. They head home to take on state-ranked Western Reserve next Friday night. That's going to do it from Springfield. The Tigers, a winner over the Red Devils, 37-8. For DJ Yoakley, Brian Scott, my partner Matt Marr, this is Chris Sigler saying so long and have a great evening.
YSN thanks you for watching.
13.
Periods when the score occurs, and for officials and teams.
And the Tigers.
We just saw Springfield win 37-8. And now we're going to end the Audible Call Week 5. And in about, let's say, 9:50 is our start time for the Joe Dickey Electric Scoreboard Show. So in about 10 minutes, myself and Mike Alkelson will be over in the athletic studio for the Joe Dickey Electric Studio Show. Thank you so much for watching the Audible Call Week 5. What a great week it was. We'll see you on the Joe Dickey Electric Scoreboard Show.
But then it was funny. They took us down midway through the third quarter, and until the 5-minute mark to go in the game, we were trapped on.
YSN thanks you for watching this presentation of Your Sports Network. For stories, stats,